Hey, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? 512, 512. All right, it's the last day of the month. We got a new month coming tomorrow, and what we made a high of the ever on the last day of July. All right, so interesting enough there. I'm just going to go through the 60s, and then I'll go through a few stocks that look like setups that we look for things to do, especially when we know that the markets are coming down pretty good. We know that the month is still strong, but we know that the month is dead for the most part, okay, because it's gone. All right, it has no power left in it. All the weight is gone. Okay, so two up here to start the day. Okay, boom, and we opened there at the high. All right. So if you bought the sudsies right there at there, you had a good day. All right. So, anywho, all right. So we go up there, we go two up, and then we get the two back down. Okay. Then we get this inside bar. Okay. Now, we got it on all three. All right. And we're going to go through all three of them. This did not really set up for the best trade for me to get short on because the way I look at it from the strat with the two up and the two down, now you're kind of trapped inside all this stuff, right? So you know that this is inside here. All right. What happens is that this bar opens up down here. Okay. No, bar comes in here, makes the higher high, comes back down, and then comes back up a little bit. All right. So in other times, this would be a good point to get into a position is when the price comes down and it takes out that low. Okay, there's a couple things that's wrong with that. Number two is you got a 2-1, all right, it's just a 2-1, but it can be misleading because usually when a red bar comes in with a 1, and it comes up good like this, they look for continuation to the upside. But in this instance, it did not happen. It came up and made the higher high. Now here is where I'd probably be shorting it. Okay, so let's say it's 636.13. Now I got to stop myself probably up here, 638. So the question is, do you want to risk? Do you want to risk 636? To 638 and change, so a little over $2 on your stop. Okay, so now if you did that, your stop was good. All right, she came out, she went outside. All right, came back in, and then she just chopped. All right, but she went lower. She came back up. She came back down. So this is all just chopping after that. All right, so that wouldn't have been the best trade. All right, we will see setups like that in the future, and right now in the Qs it's just a better one right off the bat. And I saw that Qs break down on that second hour. So if you can imagine this, if I turn this into a 2 hour, this, you see what this was. This was it right here, baby. That was the one that made the move. Okay, so we'll go back to the 1 hour, and the setting up here is so much better. Okay, so you got the 2 up, gives it up, comes back inside, 2 down, and now again with the insider. Okay, we all got the insider at the same time on that 60. Okay, so we were watching that, we were paying attention to that. All right, 2-1 now comes down and breaks there at 569.28. That is the place where you'd be getting in. Okay, at 569, and then you would be stopping yourself up here. So you're in there now. You're in the position. That's the move to the downside, and that's great. It did make a move. It did make a nice move down. But guess what? It did chop. All right. It's not like it just gave it all back down to you. All right. So and once you're getting in the money here, you want to start moving that stop up and protecting. Okay. So that's the things that we look for. Okay, diamonds kind of had the same setup. It wasn't great either. When it broke here this was the same one. There was another 60 inside, so it broke here. You'd be buying it there. You'd probably be stopping it out at the top of this bar here at 444.92. So you're putting about $2 on the line here. All right, so 3 gets to 3, comes back inside. But the one thing about all of them was that we never got a higher high again. out of all the futures after that. All right, after all of that happened, after that third hour of the day. All right, couple other ones here. Oracle, ORCL. This is another one we were watching. This was a real nice one. Okay, it was the 213, and it came down and broke there. That would be your entry point. That's a 3-2. That would be a 3-2 downer, and there you go. Boom. Went down to 253.14. Kind of chopped a little bit here, tried to get going. This was a good example of one right there. Okay, and the two tops, boom, it breaks down. All right, so Oracle, that was a good one. That is the kind of stuff that we look for. We look for Dell Computer. Dell Computer had that. It went 1-1. All right, went 1-1 here. Stayed inside for 2 hours, and then this would be your breakdown here. All right, move back down again. They kept fighting back here. Everything you see, everything, they, no matter what, they were always trying to come back. All right, so that was Dell Computer that made that move. Avgo was a really good one, I believe. Avgo was a good one. Look at this one with the 2-1-2 breaker back down. You put your stop, you can put your stop here, you can put your stop here. All right, even if you did put it there, you wouldn't have got stopped out. All right, but you probably would give yourself some more room. This was a nice move down. Okay, if you count that both. Okay, one thing that I can say about all of the futures here, the volume was pretty strong today on coming down. Look at Avgo. Avgo had, that's a big outside day to start the day tomorrow. So going to be inside, trapped inside like hell. All right. I'm not going to take up too much time. Diamonds, just, they tried to get it going again today and just petered out. But a couple names are moving, man. Triple M is, another trying to take another day up. All right. Didn't quite do it. But when you're looking at the month on it, you're wondering what the hell's going on here. All right. Shoot her down on month and, new month coming. So tomorrow, Triple M's going to be coming back inside here. If that month comes in green, you're going to have a new time frame. All right. We're going to be watching for that tomorrow. All right. Home Depot wasn't just as good. All right. And there's your month. So tougher there right off the bat. Stuck on sin. Just can't get this right now. All right. And not much showed us coming down on that. We didn't even get that insider. Okay. Tesla. What do you got, Tesla? It was the 213 puker down. I was on this one. All right, so there's the 2-1 broke there, stop up there, and then it did puke all the way down. Okay, but you notice she came back. All right, she's fighting back right now. 307.91. She's trading right off where she closed off at. All right, so that was a decent one. So I just wanted to show that as those are entry points for me. That's when we try to get into positions, especially now. When you got a day and you got a week that's red and that's hanging down pretty good. There's a good chance that they might get some steam out of that. Okay, so now what will happen from here with the futures? We got whacked here. We could get whacked again tomorrow. I still got positions, but I'm protecting these positions. So we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. And then we'll just talk about the two that they just reported. Amazon, wasn't that lower earlier here. All right, but now we're down to $217 and change. All right, so I want to pull that up. All right, and I want to see where we are in the month here right now. So coming back down to 215 and change. All right, so we're hitting that month pretty damn good. All right, look at that. We're going to be sitting basically right on yesterday on the monthly low. All right, going into the new month. All right, that with a shooter, with this thing moving down, you could get a 2-2 back down on the monthly. All right, so you see how that's going to move. We're going to be down to right where we are right now, 217.82. All right, but we closed out here. Okay, so coming all the way down here to 217.75. All right, so we'll see what Amazon wants to do, and that could just trigger a 2-2 month down. All right, so keep your eyes open for that. That could happen. All right, and I go back to the daily, and there was the day. The day was not that great anyway. All right, so Amazon and Apple is better. All right, Apple's a little better here. Apple on the hour here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it was the 2, 3, and then the big move up to Apple. All right. Came back inside, did it again, came back inside, all right, and then came back again here. This is not even the overnight. This is just the real trading, all right, and here's the day right here. All right, so the day is 2-2 down, got down to 207.19. It's trading back at 212 right now, all right, so here she comes a little bit. I think maybe I do have the overnight on, so there you go. Starting to come back up on Apple. Apple looking better here. All right, so those numbers were better. And then we got Amazon's not so much. All right, so we got some more numbers tomorrow. We got unemployment in the morning. That's could be a big number. Keep an eye out for that. And then we'll see how we're going to wrap this week up. And more importantly, see how these new months come looking. All right, so I'm going to let you go with that. And we will see you soon. And be good.